Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. Hey, we're back at it with, this is probably one of the top 2 questions that I get all the time. The number 1 question I always get is, are you a real judge? Which I'm not, by the way. I'm not a real judge. But the number 2 question I get all the time is, hey, Judge, I'm having a party and I'm inviting like real whiskey guests to my house. Which bottle should I bring out, right? I want to bring out like everything, but what are like 5 or 6 bottles that I should bring out for to kind of impress, like, you know, my true bourbon enthusiasts, right? So we're gonna dive into that today. Before we dive into that, real quick, couple updates for the channel. Next couple weeks are some big weeks ahead for the Bourbon Judge community, our Patron community, as well as myself as well, included. So actually, this week, I'm headed to Texas doing a barrel pick with the Whiskey Blendery. So the Whiskey Blendery out of Oak Point, Texas, or really kind of Dallas, Texas, they're doing some fantastic things, right? The Whiskey Blendery is hot. They are truly blending their butts off, literally. And really excited to do a barrel pick with them. Right after that, the next week, I'm going out to Kentucky doing a barrel pick, actually 2 barrels, with my good friends over at Stuff and Whiskey. We're doing 2 joint barrel picks with Stuff and Whiskey at Wild Turkey. But in terms of barrel picks that are coming in, we have a lot that are slated to come in. We have Rare Character, the Platinum Series, which is like a 10-year-old Kentucky bourbon. We have J.W. Kelly, a double oak, which is mic drop epic. We also have my Glen's Creek OCD number 5, which gotta love Glen's Creek. Speaking of Glen's Creek, there's a new addition to the courtroom. Dun, 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 dun. Right up there, my brand new Glen's Creek stave, which, by the way, I have to give a huge shout out to my good friend David, one of my patrons and one of my good friends, my buddy David. He sent me that stave, so thanks, David. I appreciate you, my man. Thanks so much. If you're interested in becoming a patron, go ahead and just check me out over on Patreon, as well. Check me out over on Facebook. We try to, you know, put like new content on Facebook as well. Cool. All right. Back to today's episode. So again, people reach out all the time. Judge, I'm having a bourbon party. I'm having some bourbon enthusiasts come over. It's going to be a small group of people. I want to put out just like X number of bottles to kind of share and kind of tell the story. What should I put out and why? Fair? All right. So I'm going to give you a list. We're going to go with 5, but we're going to go old school. At the end, I'm going to end it with an asterisk. Cool? All right. These 5, by the way, are not in order. I'm putting them in different categories. I'm explaining the reason why. All right, so what's number 1 on the list? Number 1 to me comes from a brand that is well respected. It's a Kentucky brand, and it's a bottle that I think from a, if you're putting it into a category standpoint, it is a Kentucky fan favorite, especially as it relates like to a limited release. So number 1 on the list, I'm gonna put it into the, let's call it the Kentucky, just, you know, good Kentucky whiskey. That is a true brand that people love. This bottle every year when it comes out, everyone loves this bottle year in, year out. Number 1, and it started off at a lower proof point as well. Number 1, Michter's 10-year bourbon. Now this one in particular is the 25, but honestly you can put out any one that you have, right? The 23, 24, or this year's the 25. What I love about Michter's is the fact that their 10-year bourbon is always amazing, and they also use whiskey that's typically much older, 14, 15, 16, 17 years. This one always hits home. This is a special bottle and one that I think you should absolutely share with whiskey enthusiasts if they haven't had it before. Definitely number 1 on the list. Michter's 10-year bourbon. All right. Number 2 on the list, Judge, and why? So number 2, I'm going to call this almost like the sleeper category. So what does that mean? This is a brand that a lot of people know it, but a lot of people don't know about this brand. This is a bottle of whiskey that prior to like the last 6 months, I have honestly, it's really grown on me a lot, this brand and this bottle. They only make rye whiskey. It's not Sagamore. It's not Sagamore. The other side of the country. This is a sleeper bottle. I'm telling you, this is one that if you don't have in your collection, you need to definitely grab it as well. But this one to me is amazing. This is Old Pachero. Yes, Old Pachero from San Francisco. This is their straight rye whiskey. This is a single barrel that I got, a single barrel pick rather. I got while I was out in Arizona. They use 100% malted rye. Their whiskey, I've had a few different single barrels from them, samples as well from friends. Absolutely fantastic. So bring out a bottle in your collection that is a sleeper bottle, one that most people may have not have heard of and or have had. Cool? That's number 2. Sleeper and a rye whiskey, all in one. Gotta love that. All right, Judge, what is number 3 and why? Woo! Number 3. So we're gonna go back to what I'll say, which is important to me, important to the channel. I always will love the big boys. Heaven Hill, Jim Beam, Makers, Buffalo Trace, Michter's. I love them, right? I do. But to me, I also love craft distilleries. Craft distilleries, their approach is a little bit different because they're the small guys. They have to literally put their heart and effort into every single barrel because everything that comes out from them has to be great in order for them to continue to have a great reputation from a brand standpoint. And that's the reason why not only did this is actually my second barrel pick with them, I mentioned it earlier, in addition to my stave, but number 3 is always, remember, craft distilleries. I'm bringing out my good friends, Glenn's Creek. This is OCD number 5 premium. Dave Meyer, the owner, Dave, Vicky, John, the team at Glenn's Creek, they are just fantastic people. But what I love even more about them, I love their whiskey. I love sharing craft distilleries whiskey with my good true whiskey enthusiasts. I've had some friends locally that they are big whiskey guys, right? They come over and they're like, Judge, let me try your B-Tech. Let me try this. I'm like, we can try B-Tech, don't worry. But let me give you something that you haven't had. I've let so many people try this bottle and other versions of it, like the other premiums, and people are all bourbon enthusiasts are shocked how good Glenn's Creek whiskey is, especially the OCD number 5 premium. That's number 3 on the list. All right, before I get to number 4, number 5, and the asterisk, do me a favor. Number 1, hit the like button. Number 2, drop me a comment. Let me know when your whiskey friends come over, your serious whiskey friends, what are you putting out and why? Last but not least, please make sure you all subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get notification each and every time I release new content. Cheers. All right. Woo. Nice little Kentucky hug there. Number 4 on the list. So number 4 on the list, this is going to be in my finished category. And I'm picking this brand because I think when you're finishing a whiskey, you have the option of you can finish bourbon, you can finish rye. But in my opinion, a finished rye turns out better than a finished bourbon, right? Maybe because ryes are so like strong, powerful from like the mint, the floral aspect of it. And that potentially could be the reason why a finished rye turns out better than a finished bourbon. That is just my guess, right? So number 4 is the finished category. There is no other brand, in my opinion, that does finished ryes better than my hometown favorite brand, down in Maryland, Sagamore. Now this is a Sagamore, the triple cast finish, but Sagamore has so many finished ryes. I mean, I could go on and on for days about the different ryes that Sagamore has finished. This is one of my favorites by far. This triple cast, which this was a limited release locally, but they have so many other finished ryes that you can get across, like, you know, across various different states, as well as at the distillery as well. But a finished rye, Sagamore, stop it. Fantastic whiskey, even when it's you know, not finished. Even better, in my opinion, when it's finished. I love Sagamore. Love, love, love Sagamore. All right, that's number 4 on the list. Almost at the end of the road. Number 5, then the asterisk. All right, so Judge, what is number 5 and why? Number 5 is I'm going to put it into the shock category, because honestly, when you have this whiskey, you are shocked how good it is. You're shocked the fact that it's not a bourbon, but you're shocked the fact that it tastes just like bourbon. Number 5 on my list, and I love this brand. I've always loved them since, you know, I did a barrel pick with them, but I love all of the whiskey that they put out and continue to put out. Number 5, down in hot Louisiana, JT Mellick. Love me some JT Mellick. Now I think this is not my single barrel, right? No. Oh, it is. Yep, it is. Duh. This is my single barrel. But take away even my single barrel. Any single barrel from JT Mellick, or really any of their products in general, are truly amazing. And I mean fantastic quality. Definitely fantastic quality. All right. So Judge, what is the last category and why? The last category is, I'm going to put it into like that. It's just a special bottle and it's a premium bottle, right? So it's one that is highly sought after year after year. People love this bottle. They hunt for it. They sometimes are willing to pay secondary prices for it. I'm not saying that you should pay secondary prices. I'm just saying people do. Let's be crystal clear. And it's the bottle that honestly, when people come over to my house, they're like, Judge, can I try a sample of that? And my response is, don't ask, just pour. Because that's what whiskey is made for, right? Whiskey is made to be poured and shared with friends, not to sit on shelves unopened. Hence the reason why every time I have a whiskey event, my friends, they love trying this because it's a special bottle that people don't always have. And I love sharing it with folks. So the special category goes to none other than William LaRue Weller. Yes, WLW is back in effect. This is a special bottle. I love sharing with my friends. It's one, I mean, whiskey is made to be shared. And if you have a special bottle, you should pop it, enjoy it, and share it with your friends. Hey, as we say in this courtroom, peace, cheers, most important, salute. Take care. See you guys.